Hello LL lovers! Welcome to LL Learning video. My name is Happy and today we are going to learn about should've, could've, and would've. Okay, let's start LL lovers. Nah, teman-teman LL lovers mungkin pernah dengar kata-kata ini. Should have, kemudian could have, kemudian would have, atau should've, could've, would've, atau bentuk lebih informalnya shoulda, coulda, and woulda. Nah, tapi teman-teman tahu tidak sih untuk apa ketiga kata-kata tersebut biasanya digunakan? Nah, in this video we are going to learn about just that. Jadi pada video kali ini kita akan belajar mengenai bagaimana cara menggunakan ketiga kata tersebut. Nah, ketiga kata tersebut digunakan untuk expressing regret atau mengungkapkan penyesalan. Biasanya seperti itu. Before we take a look at each word, sebelum kita melihat lebih dekat kepada masing-masing kata tersebut, we are going to take a look at an example first. Kita akan melihat sebuah example. Okay, let's talk about the situation first. Situasinya adalah I had an exam yesterday. I had an exam yesterday. Saya ada ujian kemarin. Kemudian actionnya adalah di sini I didn't study enough. I didn't study enough. Saya tidak belajar dengan cukup, right? And the result of the action, hasil atau konsekuensi dari action tersebut adalah I failed my exam. I failed my exam. Jadi again, actionnya adalah I didn't study enough. Saya tidak belajar yang cukup. And the result is I failed my exam. Saya gagal dalam ujian tersebut. Now, kita bisa menggunakan should've. Kemudian kita bisa menggunakan should've untuk mengungkapkan penyesalan karena kita tidak belajar yang cukup. So I can say I should have studied more. I should have studied more. Seharusnya saya belajar lebih banyak. I can also use could have to express the regret. For example, I could have studied more, but I played games instead. I could have studied more, but I played games instead. Sebenarnya saya bisa belajar lebih banyak, tetapi saya malah main game. Kemudian kita juga bisa mengucapkan, express the regret using would have. If I had studied more, I would have passed my exam. If I had studied more, I would have passed my exam. Apabila saya belajar dengan cukup, saya pasti lulus ujian tersebut. Like that. So, ketiga kata tersebut tadi bisa digunakan untuk mengungkapkan penyesalan atas sesuatu yang terjadi. Now, let's take a look at each word separately. Kita akan belajar mengenai masing-masing kata tersebut. Let's take a look at the first one, which is should have. Should have atau bentuk singkatnya adalah should've, right? So, should have atau should've ini digunakan bersama dengan past participle atau verb 3 biasanya kita menyebutnya. So should have kemudian ditambahkan dengan past participle. Like the example before, I should have studied more. Study-nya di sini menggunakan past participle atau verb 3. I should have studied more. Right? Nah, should have bersama dengan verb 3 itu digunakan untuk menyatakan sesuatu yang merupakan sebuah ide yang bagus pada masa lalu, tetapi kita tidak melakukan hal tersebut. Sesuatu yang seharusnya kita lakukan, tetapi tidak kita lakukan. So, for example, I should have studied more. Seharusnya saya belajar, tapi saya tidak. That is why I should have studied more. Another example would be, misalnya kalian pergi ke kantor menggunakan bus. Kemudian ada traffic jam, ada kemacetan panjang ketika kalian menggunakan bus. Nah, kalian menyesal karena menggunakan bus dan merasa seharusnya kalian naik kereta saja, like that. So you can say, I should have taken the train. I should have taken the train. Like that. Pay attention that should have ditambahkan dengan past participle atau verb 3 itu bisa digunakan untuk menyatakan sesuatu yang seharusnya dilakukan di masa lalu tetapi tidak kita lakukan. So again, I should have taken the train. Like that. Kemudian bagaimana dengan should not have, shouldn't have. Jadi bentuk negatifnya adalah bukan should have not, tetapi shouldn't have atau should not have. Should not have ditambahkan dengan past participle dengan verb 3 itu artinya menyatakan sesuatu yang kita tahu merupakan bad idea in the past, tetapi kita tetap saja melakukan hal tersebut. Kita tahu bahwa kita tidak seharusnya melakukan hal tersebut, tetapi masih kita lakukan. So for example, I shouldn't have played too much games, but I did it anyway. I shouldn't have played too much games, but I did it anyway. Seharusnya saya tidak terlalu banyak main, tetapi saya tetap lakukan. Like that. We know that it's a bad idea. We knew that it was a bad idea. Kita tahu bahwa itu bukan sesuatu yang harus kita lakukan, tetapi kita tetap melakukannya. For example, I shouldn't have taken the bus in Monday morning. I shouldn't have taken the bus on Monday morning. Seharusnya saya tidak naik bus di Senin pagi karena it's traffic. There's a lot of traffic and we know, kita tahu, tapi tetap saja kita lakukan. Like that. So that is for should have and shouldn't have. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the next one, which is could have atau could have. Nah, could have atau could have di sini digunakan untuk mengungkapkan sesuatu yang mungkin atau bisa kita lakukan di masa lalu, tetapi kita tidak melakukan hal tersebut. It was possible for us to do it, but we didn't. Sesuatu yang mungkin dan bisa kita lakukan, tapi tidak kita lakukan. So for example, I could have studied more, but I played games instead. Saya bisa belajar lebih banyak, tetapi saya malah main games. It was possible for me to study more, but I played games instead. Again, I could have studied more, but I played games instead. Sebenarnya saya bisa belajar lebih banyak, tetapi saya malah main game. Like that. Another example would be, I could have taken the train, but I chose the bus instead. I could have taken the train, but I chose the bus instead. Sebenarnya saya bisa naik kereta, tapi saya malah memilih naik bus. I could have taken the train, but I chose the bus instead. Like that. So, could have ditambah dengan verb 3, sama kita harus menggunakan verb 3 di sini atau past participle, itu digunakan untuk mengungkapkan sesuatu yang mungkin dan bisa kita lakukan di masa lalu tetapi kita tidak melakukan hal tersebut. Like that. Lalu bagaimana dengan would have, could not have atau couldn't have? Bentuk negatif dari could have adalah could not have. Kemudian dia juga harus bersama-sama ditambahkan dengan verb 3. Right? Could not have ditambah dengan past participle atau verb 3 digunakan untuk menyatakan sesuatu yang tidak mungkin atau tidak bisa kita lakukan di masa lalu. Sesuatu yang tidak bisa kita lakukan di masa lalu. For example, I couldn't have predicted the traffic. I couldn't have predicted the traffic. It was impossible for me to predict the traffic. Saya tidak mungkin bisa untuk memprediksi kemacetan di jalan. I couldn't have predicted the traffic. Like that. Okay, very good. Now, that is should have and could have. Now, we're going to move to the third one, which is would have atau would have. Nah, teman-teman, would have ini biasanya digunakan pada bentuk if bentuk sentence, if clause. Jadi biasanya kita menggunakan ini ketika would have ini kita gunakan apabila menyatakan our imagined result. Jadi di sini kita menggunakan would have untuk menyatakan tentang sesuatu hasil yang imaginary, hasil yang khayalan, ketika sesuatu yang terjadi di masa lalu, sesuatu yang tidak terjadi di masa lalu itu terjadi. For example, like that, if I had studied properly, I would have passed the exam. Apabila saya belajar, saya pasti lulus. Tapi karena saya tidak belajar, itu tidak terjadi, right? Saya tidak lulus, right? So that is what you do with if sentence. If I had studied properly, I would have passed the exam. Another example is, if I had taken the train, I would have arrived early. Apabila saya naik kereta, tetapi in reality, pada kenyataannya saya tidak naik kereta, right? Tetapi kita membayangkan kemungkinan yang terjadi apabila kita melakukan hal secara berbeda. Like that. So if I had taken the train, apabila saya naik kereta, I would have arrived early. Saya akan sampai lebih awal. Like that. If I had taken the train, I would have arrived early. Like that. Kemudian would have juga bisa digunakan untuk menyatakan sesuatu yang sebenarnya kita mau melakukan hal tersebut di masa lalu, tetapi kita tidak bisa. Pada saat itu kita tidak mampu atau it was impossible for us to do that. For example, I would have called you, but my phone battery was dead. I would have called you, but my phone battery was dead. Saya mau nelfon kamu sebenarnya, tetapi handphone saya mati. Like that. I would have. Sebenarnya saya mau melakukan hal tersebut, right? But my phone was dead. Tetapi saya tidak bisa karena why? Okay, so I would have called you, but my phone was dead. Like that. Very good, little lovers. So those are basically the uses of should have, shouldn't have, could have, couldn't have, and would have, would have. One important thing though, satu hal yang paling penting adalah would have, could have, dan should have ketika digunakan untuk menyatakan regret atau penyesalan harus selalu diikuti dengan verb 3 atau past participle. Seperti contoh-contoh yang tadi sudah saya sebutkan. Now, I think that is all, and now it is time for us to take a look at an example. Kita akan melihat contoh percakapan menggunakan ketiga kata tersebut, right? So, start. Oh, hi Lily, you look so sad. Oh yeah, I just got an earful from the manager. Oh, why? I didn't submit my report on time. I mean, I could have turned it in on time, but if only the printer wasn't jammed every 5 minutes. Oh, did you use the printer by the door? Yeah, why? Oh, you shouldn't have used that printer. That printer is old and it's not in good condition. You should have used the one by the window. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, you should have told me these things. If you did, I would have helped you out. Oh, really? Well, if I have any trouble in the future, I'll make sure to tell you. Okay. Now, that is an example of how you use those words. The first sentence that we heard there is, I could have turned in my report on time. Saya sebenarnya bisa menyerahkan laporan tersebut tepat waktu if only the printer wasn't jammed, apabila printernya tidak jam every 5 minutes, apabila printernya tidak jam sebentar-sebentar rusak, like that. So I could have, it was possible for me to do that. Oke, kemudian contoh yang kedua adalah teman Lily menanya, did you use the printer by the door? Yeah, why? You shouldn't have used that printer. Seharusnya kamu tidak menggunakan printer itu. Why? Because it was old, right? You should have used the one by the window. Kamu seharusnya menggunakan printer yang di dekat jendela. Like that. So, this is a way of expressing regret as well as advice. You should have used the one by the window. Kemudian temannya bilang lagi, why didn't you tell me? Kenapa kamu nggak bilang sama saya? If you had told me, I would have helped you out. Apabila kamu bilang sama saya pasti akan bantu kamu. So, this is we're using if sentence here, if conditionals. Apabila kamu bilang sama saya, even though the reality, kenyataannya Lily tidak bilang, right? So, if you had told me, apabila kamu bilang sama saya, I would have helped. Saya pasti akan bantu, like that. Okay, so that is basically it for today's video. So, thank you so much for watching, Lily lovers. Don't forget to always practice, practice, and practice. And I'll see you in the next video with more English material. Bye-bye.